Hey, yo, shut up. This Ice-T. Right now you're watching Loudwire. You dig?
Let's talk about body count. You named the group Body Count because every Sunday night in LA you'd watch the news and newscasters would tally up the youths killed in gang homicides that week, and then just casually segue into sports, and you thought, is that all I am, a body count?
Yeah, body count had that meaning. It also had a few other meanings. What happened was when we got ready to make the band, I had a few names.
Okay.
Right? And so I would go to people and I'm like, let's say hypothetically, Manslaughter's playing tonight. You guys want to see it? I say, Body Count's playing. They go, where? I'm like, so I said, yeah, that was a good. Now, body count is that, they're right. It also has to deal with how many people we turn into fans. The non-believers, stepping a black rock band, stepping into metal or rock. Every fan we get is a statistic. We call them statistics. That's on with the body count. Continue to build fans, and it's also a hook for how many people get decimated in the pit.
Sure.
When you go to the show, we like seeing a lot of aggression. So there's three names to it. That's what on with the body count. When they yell that, they mean let's go hard.
Good. Guitarist Ernie C. and yourself were originally planning to harness the ominous tone and satanic lyrical themes of Black Sabbath for the first Body Count album. However, you felt that basing your lyrics off of your real life would be scarier.
Absolutely. You listen to, I always said if you took a white kid and you told him to draw a picture of something hardcore, they draw a skull and crossbone, or you tell a black kid, he draw a gun. So that's why when you open that first Body Count album, the devil was pointing a gun at you. Like, that's the devil. Like we're not gonna go way off into some other place. I'm gonna deal with what's scary right in your face. And also, I could only sing about what I knew. I didn't have time to go out and read a whole bunch of Dungeons and Dragons books and start writing rock.
Not that kind of music.
I had to just come from what I knew. But I also based it on punk, where punk is just talking about what's happening now, the feelings you have. To me, hip hop is very close to punk. Hip hop, punk, and country western are very similar. Like country western, they sing about their truck, we sing about our lowrider. They're always having problems with their it's like, I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. That ghetto boys. Then you got the black hat cowboys, I got friends in low places, and you got the rhinestone cowboys, like we got rhinestone rappers, very similar, story-based. But we both wear hats and jeans to the Grammys.
Very true.
And we both sell tons of records, and people say, who bought them?
The album, Violent Demise, The Last Days, is the last album to feature drummer Beatmaster V, who died of leukemia following the recording of the album, and the album is dedicated to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Beatmaster V.
Fact.
And Beatmaster V was one of the original members, went to high school with me and Ernie, got sick when we were out touring, and we were in Belgium, and we had a doctor, and the doctor said he shouldn't play, and I canceled a big concert. People said, oh, you canceled a concert because he had a cold. I said my man was sick. I didn't tell people he was dealing with cancer.
No.
And later on he died. I was vindicated. People realized it was really serious. Yeah.
After Outrage from the PMRC and
Outrage? I've never dealt with outrage.
Like outrage. Under your own volition, you chose to remove Cop Killer from Body Count's debut album.
Yeah, what happened was after the shit went crazy, the album had already been out a year. The album had already gone gold. It just got hectic, and people were saying we were doing it for the money, and they were actually, Warner Brothers got death threats. It was serious business. And I just went into another month. I'm like, pull the record. record. We'll give the record away. We gave away like 15,000 copies. We burnt ourselves at our shows.
Wow.
And the album went gold again without the record on it. So I kind of like wanted to show that song wasn't a publicity stunt. Now that song, I didn't even know it was gonna cause any trouble. They got rock bands called Millions of Dead Cops. I'm listening to Black Flag. I always thought that the cops was fair target. I guess you can't kill them, huh? You know? Well, they went into a big turmoil over it. The president got involved. You know,
Yeah.
You learn from that.
Yeah. During that period, PMRC founder Tipper Gore actually compared you to white slave owners and Adolf Hitler. And here's the quote: "Cultural economics were a poor excuse for the South's continuation of slavery. Ice-T's financial success cannot excuse the vileness of his message. Hitler's anti-Semitism sold in Nazi Germany. That didn't make it right."
You know, and honestly, you know, Tipper Gore, she can eat a hot bowl of she still can eat one. That is crazy. That, you know, the thing of it is do you remember that, like, when Al Gore was running for vice president?
Yes, I do.
All of a sudden, you never heard nothing from Tipper Gore again.
It's a good point.
Why?
PMRC was very short.
Not PMRC. The government said, if we're gonna win this presidency with Bill Clinton, you got to shut the up. Because we're trying to get this youth vote right now. And that PMRC shit is things up. And all of a sudden, you ain't heard nothing from Tipper Gore. Where is she right now? Hoeing. About her.
Oh boy. Okay.
And you know, and honestly, Al Gore seems like a cool guy. I ain't got nothing against Al Gore. He just need to check his.
All right, last one for you. Mm-hmm. For the film Judgement Night, you did a duet with Slayer.
Yes.
On the track Disorder. And in 1995, you made a guest performance on Forbidden by Black Sabbath.
Yeah, Illusion of Power. And I'm the only person to do a duet with Slayer that was any good. I mean, the fact that they asked to do it with me, they had offered.
Well, they approached you.
Yeah, Carrie and Tommy, they
Wow.
said, let's do it with Ice. Because what happened was they pitched to do duets, and they went to Slayer, and they went to the different rock bands, said, who would you want to do it with? And they picked me. I said, damn right, we did it. So we rocked that. That was an exploited record. Then we also, we got the call from Black Sabbath saying Black Sabbath wants us to produce the Forbidden album. So we're like, it's Ashton Kutcher or some shit. Who really? But they had heard us praising Black Sabbath so much, and we were hot at the moment. So Ernie went over there, worked with Tony Iommi, helped them produce the album, and then they called me. They said that they wanted me to do a guest vocal on Illusion of Power. I also worked with Lemmy from Motorhead.
That's right.
So I've been very fortunate to work with the heavies. You know, there's lots of bands, but then there's heavy people, you know.
The icons.
You know, and the fact that they respect me gives me that ability inside to tell my off. Yeah. Because I'm like, yo, you know, Slayer says I'm okay. If I can go out with Metallica, if I can with Lemmy, and I can with Jello, y'all can eat it, really.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by today. Truly, truly appreciate it.
Wikipedia got some of your shit right, but the fact it's not all right isn't all right.
Is Wikipedia talking shit?
They're not talking shit. They just Wikipedia is made by people. It's a weird place to go for facts. You know what I'm saying? Now, see, now that you know me, you can just call me up.
I'll do that.
That's like Megapedia. What's the name of this show anyway?
Did we get one of those holograms?
Don't touch me, man. I ain't no hologram, man. You guys are crazy. You couldn't afford a hologram, man.
Be careful, we didn't install the safety stuff yet.